It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. He's making some noise for end-of-year awards and could hit 1,400 yards this week. It's the Lions and the Jets, and it's all up next.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we reach Week 15 and we've got a good matchup in store between the Detroit Lions and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in riding high, just one loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. From the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. And we get our first look at this New York Jets offense. Really retooled the last couple of seasons. And at the helm under center, second overall pick from 2021 out of BYU, Zach Wilson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. On first down, Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And some space here. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bowden, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Detroit gets set to go on offense, and it will be the 7th-year pro out of Cal, Jared Goff, leading the attack in his 2nd season as a Lion.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
Goff in this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 27, Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. From the 50, it's Goff. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Looking to throw again on second down. Goff toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Down to about the 37. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 25-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far and second down. They go back to the ground with Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. For the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. 20, 10, 5, and they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now the touchback's coming back to the 25 instead of the 20. When guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Take it in at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The final 4 weeks of the NFL season are upon us, and we got some intriguing matchups in prime time. Tonight, Patriots and Raiders, that's in Vegas. Josh McDaniels taking on his former employer there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. James Robinson with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Taken in at the 3. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Goff on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Goff now to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air again. Goff. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. There's Manhertz, the tight end. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Badgley able to punch this one through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So we reach halftime. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The real football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Sheldon Rankins with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Wilson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another 1st down.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. And now it's 2nd down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 more points tacked on, and this margin getting more comfortable by the minute.
And with the lead where it is, you can actually feel good about field goals. We talk all the time about scoring 6s, not 3s. But in this case, they're just looking to chew up some time and come away with points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Goff. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They go play action with Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Touchdown! Garrett Wilson, 29 yards. And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Then he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed watching their execution throughout this contest.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Take it in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. That caught by Manhertz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Gone. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner puts it off, and the Jets are going to take possession of the football. With this advantage, this defense knew the passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Wilson wants to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
Take it in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And here comes Berrios. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
He has a man. It's complete to Wilson.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Jets, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers.